Hi students, good morning. In the previous classes we have learned about preparation of sodium chloride. Next, bleaching powder, that is calcium oxychloride. Today we will learn about other salts, that is baking soda, uses of baking soda, and what is the caustic soda. Not caustic soda, that is washing soda. Now about baking soda, how this baking soda is produced from this sodium chloride. And this baking soda, what are the uses of this baking soda? This baking soda is mostly used in food items. When it is added to food items, what is happened? The food materials become soft. In our daily life we observed to prepare these crispy pakoras, and in other food items to make soft, this baking soda is added. Whenever this baking soda is added, what is the reaction takes place? This baking soda is added to the foodstuffs, food materials, and it is heated. Whenever that are heated, what happens? The sodium hydrogen carbonate, what we call as baking soda, splits into sodium carbonate, water, and carbon dioxide. This water, whenever the food materials get cooked, this water is evaporated, and this carbon dioxide which is produced in the food materials, that is escaped from the food material, that are driven out from the food material by forming a passages, that means small pores like structures. Due to this small pores, for the passage of this for let out this carbon dioxide, then automatically this food material become soft. Let us observe, if the sodium carbonate is not added to the food material, then it is hard and quite small in size. The food material, that means what we call it, that bhaji or some other thing, it is hard and quite small. But whenever the sodium hydrogen carbonate is added to the same food material, it becomes as large and soft. How it becomes as large and soft? That means the carbon dioxide which is produced whenever the sodium hydrogen carbonate is heated, that lets out by forming passes a small pores. That's why whenever we break out, we observe small pores like structure that are formed due to the passage of this carbon dioxide. And this baking soda is used in preparation of baking soda. Actually, this baking soda is used as a used to cook bakery items. That means cakes, buns, in all these, for preparing all these, what is added? Baking soda. Then what is the difference between sodium hydrogen carbonate and baking soda? Simply this sodium hydrogen carbonate means it is that means cooking soda, not sodium, cooking soda. The cooking soda is only sodium hydrogen carbonate. But for baking soda means it is a mixture of sodium hydrogen carbonate, that means cooking soda, and a mild edible acid such as tartaric acid. Mild edible acid means tartaric acid, citric acid, linoleic acid. We have learned about different types of acids. For all these acids are weak acids. That means that pH value is very low. We use different food materials like citrus fruits, okay, and other substances. In all these, what are there? Acids are there. These acids are weak acids. That means their pH value is very low. These weak acids are called as mild acids. In this case, this tartaric acid is produced from plant product, that means from vegetable seeds. Okay, it is extracted. This acid is extracted. That's why it is called as mild edible acid. Okay, when this mixture of these mild edible acid and sodium hydrogen carbonate called cooking soda, that is called as a baking powder. Generally in bakery items only this baking soda is used, not cooking soda. Why this baking soda is used? If only cooking soda is used, that cooking soda is reacted and sodium carbonate is formed, this and the food material which is formed, that is better in taste. Why? The sodium carbonate is also basic in nature, that's why better in taste. If tartaric acid, if the mixture of sodium hydrogen carbonate and tartaric acid, what we call as baking powder, is taken to cook, is mixed to cook the food materials, then sodium tartarate salt is formed. This sodium tartarate has a pleasant odor, pleasant smell. That's why the bakery items are very good in taste and it has pleasant odor. Okay, observe here the salt, sodium salt of acid is formed. Here sodium carbonate and H plus ions. H plus ions means it is an acid, we know. That's why the sodium bicarbonate acid are reacted, carbon dioxide is produced. The carbon dioxide lets out by passing small pores, that means it becomes as a soft and spongy, and water is evaporated and sodium salt of acid is formed. What is the sodium salt of acid? The substance which are present in that the acidic nature which are present in the tartaric acid and sodium reacts with each other and sodium tartarate, that is the sodium salt of acid is produced. This sodium salt of acid has a pleasant odor and taste. That's why these bakery items are very good in taste. Next, other uses of the sodium hydrogen carbonate are already I told you. This is an ingredient in antacids. Antacids means in market with the different antacid means simply it is opposite to acid. Generally where these antacids are used, these are used in different substances which are used to neutralize the acidic nature. In market these are available with the different brand names, that are Gelusil MPS, Gelusil and what are that, Eno, like that with different brand names these are available. In all these, this sodium hydrogen carbonate is used an ingredient. Not only that, that is milk of magnesia, that is also used. Besides that milk of magnesia, this sodium hydrogen carbonate is also used. It neutralizes the acid which is produced in the stomach. Next, it is also used in soda acid fire extinguishers. What is this fire extinguisher? To put off a flame, generally we used somewhat what is used to put off the flame, that is called as fire extinguisher. Different types of fire extinguishers are there. Some are cartridge type and some are other type. One of the type of fire extinguisher is soda acid fire extinguisher. To make this soda acid fire extinguisher, this baking soda is used. How it is? Simply a container is taken. In that container, this some amount of sodium bicarbonate is placed, and in another beaker, an acid, hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid, that acid is placed. Whenever these two are combined, that means the sodium hydrogen carbonate and acid are combined, that reacted with each other, and what is produced? Carbon dioxide gas is produced in higher quantity. We know this carbon dioxide is neither supporter nor combustible. That's why it is used in fire extinguishers. Next, other salt which is prepared. Other salt which is prepared from this sodium chloride is sodium carbonate. This sodium carbonate is also called as washing soda. It is familiar to us in homes or in laundries and in so many, that is what are the detergent powders. It is used as active ingredient. What is that active ingredient? Sodium carbonate, washing soda. That's why another chemical that can be obtained from sodium chloride is sodium carbonate. It is washing soda. Its chemical formula is Na2CO3. Actually, the sodium, we have learned the sodium carbonate molecular formula is Na2CO3. But here we observed Na2CO3 10H2O. This 10H2O. What is this 10H2O? That means it possesses water of crystallization. About this water of crystallization and why this 10H2O is placed including with this Na2CO3, that we will learn in next section, next class. Okay, this about this 10H2O we will learn in next session, that is process water of crystallization. And this how this sodium carbonate is produced? When observe, this 10H2, what does this 10H2O signifies? That means this 10H, actually Na2CO3 is wet or dry. It is in the form of crystals. Na2CO3, copper sulfate, next ferrous sulfate. We observed these salts in the lab. These are wet or dry? These are dry. Even that are dry, but some fixed number of water molecules are present in it. We will address this question in next section. Then sodium carbonate and sodium hydrogen carbonate are useful chemicals for many industrial purpose. Already we have learnt about the uses of this sodium hydrogen carbonate. Then what are the uses of this washing soda? That means sodium carbonate. This sodium carbonate, what we call as washing soda, it is used in glass industry, soap industry and paper industries. Generally in glass industries, what are used as raw materials? That means silica, sand. Silica means what is that? Sand, silicon dioxide. Next, soda ash. What is the soda ash? Soda ash is nothing but dry sodium carbonate. That means powder of sodium carbonate. Actually, we observe the sodium carbonate as crystals. Crystals means it's a process water of crystallization. Means its molecular formula is Na2CO3 10H2O. If water molecules are removed and it is grind into a powder, that is called as soda ash, which is nothing but sodium carbonate. It is used as a raw material in glass industry and in soap industry also. Why? During washing clothes, if this sodium carbonate is added, this sodium carbonate reacts with the grease or dirt material, and it holds that grease and dirt material, and when it is rinsed with water, the dirt or grease is removed from the clothes. Like that the clothes are washed. That's why this washing soda, sodium carbonate, is used as an active ingredient in soap industry, and not only in soap industries, in paper industries also. Why? What is the raw material used for paper? It has some color. To make it as colorless, then this washing soda is used, and it is used in the manufacture of sodium components such as borax. All these are sodium compounds. Next, sodium carbonate, it can be used as cleaning agent for domestic purposes. That means for cleaning utensils and to wash floor or clothes, to clean clothes. This sodium carbonate is used in our homes, and it is used for removing permanent hardness of water. Already we have learned what is hardness of water. Water, it are classified into two types: soft water and hard water. Soft water means it is soft, hard water means it is just hard, not like that. Soft water means the water which gives much lather with soap. Lather means foam. Soap, that is called as soft water. And the water which doesn't give lather with soap, that is called as hard water. That hardness of water is due to presence of some salts. Okay, carbonates and sulfates and chlorides of sodium or other salts. When this sodium carbonate is added to water, the salts, which results the hardness of water, permanent of hardness of water, that reacts with the sodium carbonate and that are settled as undissolved component in the water. Like that the permanent hardness of water is removed. Okay, these are the uses of this washing soda. Okay, how many salts we have learned? Sodium chloride, next sodium hydroxide, bleaching powder, sodium bicarbonate and sodium carbonate. Students, what are the chemical names of these 5 salts? For these 5 salts, its chemical name, common name, chemical formula. These are very, very important. Note these chemical name, common name and chemical formula in your running notes and identify for other chemicals also. Note down, students, note down the important points in our running notes and prepare well. Thank you.